Hello everybody, my name is Ereo, and welcome back to another video on the Fractured SMP. This is, I believe, going to be episode number 9. Yeah, I hope it's right. This is episode 9, and I have lots of things planned. Also, there's a couple boxes behind me. But yeah, so I have a couple things planned. One of them is finding this area out, and something else that came up in between episodes, which I kind of want to do right now. So you can see how this island-ish looking thing is pretty plain and empty by what it looks like. Well, I want to add something to it to kind of like almost transition between from like this very big city into like a rural, like kind of foresty area. So this is actually kind of right around the area I'm supposed to think of. But I'm thinking, what if I made like a fire watchtower? And you can, since this is like in the middle of I guess light of a valley, you could kind of see a good distance, and this is the highest point other than these areas that you can, see outward. So kind of the purpose of this is, well, I mean, I want to kind of make like an interesting system where I can like, this isn't just one but maybe multiple of them all around the server, like let's say one close to Steos, and like just so many, all like not a lot, but a couple around here and there that you just see and it's like, oh, huh, interesting, So yeah, so kind of the plan is here is to, make a watchtower. This one isn't going to be too tall, I think it's going to be like, there's going to be one level, which I'm kind of getting an idea of like one level here, like one level that goes up to here, and then a second one, and then there's the main tower thing, So yeah, without further ado, I do have the resources necessary. It's not in my inventory right now, but I have a lot of spruce, which that's what I'm going to be using for this build. I'm going to need to get some tuff and some deep slate, but other than that, I think it should work out. So without further ado, let's do this time-lapse of building this crazy little place. This looks a lot better for the location. We're a little bit, I was a bit confused on how I should go about it in general with the variation in the terrain and all that. But, let's start from the very bottom. And you could see that, there's a little bit of wood variation closer to the bottom, and right here there used to be a bigger cave entrance. I reduced the cave entrance to just here. You can kind of see what I kind of did back here, and it kind of just, goes back here. Now, I should have just covered the full cave, but it adds some immersion though. That's all I have to say. But from there, in my opinion, to be honest, you walk up here and then you go up the ladder. I was thinking of having a stairwell up, but the way that this thing is profiled, it wasn't going to look right at the very least. So I decided to just go with a very simple, just ladder design. It's one block instead of taking up 5-6 blocks of space or just an entire wall sometimes. So I mean, that's kind of real nice there. So yeah, I mean, that looks good from there. Oh, interior. Completely skipped over the interior. So this is meant to be like an all-around interior. Like, you have everything. Just because it's more, if you look out, let's say you look out close to Sapphire's place, or you look out more closer to that, more closer to my place, and you could just see all the, I guess all the, like, just things around here. There's little out platforms right here where you can just have a slight clearer look just in case, because these railings are kind of tall in my opinion. I wish you could have a trap door like 1 bit layer lower or something to kind of add like, and it connect with the fences and everything. But yeah. But back into the interior, it's meant to have like logbooks. You can, have a cartography table, map out where fire is, if that makes sense. There's a loom if you need that. It's meant to be a place where you live, look out for fires for the season. And yeah, so I mean, overall looks real nice. Interior uses the new pale oak up on the ceiling. Wanted to use some of that. And up on the roof, you could see that I am using copper bars, I think. Yeah, I think it's called copper bars, where it just is like a lightning rod. It's a grounding, and I used all of these are waxed here, so shouldn't be too bad either. And then of course, the redstone torch and the soul torch. From a distance, it would, act like a high point, have somewhat modernness at the same time, because over here it's eventually become modern. It's meant to be modern-ish, and it's a definite deviation from what I've been building under here as well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about how this overall was built. And so now, to be honest, I've been procrastinating a bit too long on this, and I definitely think it's definitely needed to be done. So right over here, you could see from the previous episode, I cleared out a huge portion of these trees. And this episode, I'm going to be trying to get rid of a lot of this. It's going to take a while, so we'll see how I feel after maybe, a day or two. I started kind of expanding the beacon. I used the iron that I got from my gifts for Christmas. Now I think I need to still ask to borrow like an additional stack and, raise it up an extra block and all that, and so I can mine all this away. So yeah, I mean, without further ado, to be honest, I need to mend up my tools, but other than that, without further ado, let's just do this neat little time lapse of mining all this stuff behind me away. Yeah. So now we have a decent portion of the area that I want to mine out removed. Now there's still a little chunk over there. It's kind of out of the range of the beacon, as you can see. The beacon range kind of ends right over there, so that's as far as I was able to mine there. So yeah, other than that, overall got a good amount of dirt. Not a huge, but a good amount of dirt, where actually, to be honest, I think now you think I should be able to start making at least making the perimeter of this pond and even start going inside of it a little bit, because I think I need to at least make an outline to go. I mean, I kind of started, or I did start building it in creative, but more the fact that I need a better sense of scale of how far it goes out and what I need for it, you know, like what I need to exactly do for, let's say I want to make a little creek that goes out to like to connect to the ocean over here. I don't even think it connects, but eventually have it connect to the ocean, maybe both directions, and, you know, kind of make it a waterway, you know, if that makes sense, like a waterway from this pond, which I don't know what to put in it either. Maybe some just small fishing boats or something, nothing too heavy. Try and throw some fish in it as well, if that biome, or I think that's a river biome there, actually. This detail might be a bit heavy, but let's see. Is this a river biome? It is a river biome. So in theory, we could get squids and maybe even fish to spawn. So yeah, I mean, without further ado, this is going to be another time lapse of me doing my own thing of making this pond. So this is the start of this general lake, I'd have to say. So, I mean, as you guys can see here, you guys can see that it follows this kind of, you know, staggered terrain, and it kind of connects around here because this is actually this side of the block is where the water level is going to be at. So with that being known, eventually there's going to need to be some proper terraforming going into Tier's area at some point. Not sure when, but probably, you know, remove some of the trees and then and bring the trees up, and maybe even have a path. I don't know. I haven't even gone that far yet, but overall, I think it's coming together really well. You know, so hopefully the shape isn't too bad. It's more like an oval instead of a circle if you look from very far up. But to be honest, I think, I mean, it can be changed in due time if I so choose. But now it gives me that perspective of what more I need to remove future-wise. And it looks like I need to remove a lot more of this terrain. Because, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, so that's kind of how it is right now for that. There's one more other thing I need to bring up. As you guys might see, I have a pitcher pod in here, and you guys might be able to tell, but the sniffer screw up. I placed, I think the sniffer eggs, I think right here for the thumbnail of the previous video, like around here, and both of them kind of just just completely missed over that. I'll come right back to that real quick. But apparently, well, I think I was working on the project over there. The sniffer eggs over here just opened up, and yeah, that's kind of how it is. And now we have 2 fully grown sniffers. Hopefully they scoured the ground. I might need to move them somewhere else because I want to breed one up and actually give one to Sapphire. I know she's been begging for a sniffer at some point, and wouldn't it be better just to give one over to her, you know? Like, and also maybe name it George or something, I don't know. But yeah, and then this, I sent a screenshot to the Fractured Discord. This has been here around for a couple days now, but I sent a screenshot to the Fractured Discord, and I do not know what this is about. I genuinely don't know. And I either, and then other people, this might be a teaser to some, not a teaser, but spoilers for something, but it's been everywhere else around it on the server, and I feel like someone's just farting around right now. Oh man, I like that. I like that joke. But yeah, so I mean, there's that, and then yeah, so I need to breed up these sniffers. So somehow I need to get, I think, like, oh, looks, hopefully, hope, I don't know, hopefully. Oh, okay, well, I'll probably just wait, and then hopefully I can breed these sniffers up. So I had to take them out here because the cows were messing with their gathering of the torch flower stuff. So now I have some torch flower seeds, and also I got a name tag named George. So I think what I want to do first is actually name this one. Did it change? Yes! Oh my god, I missed you, George. It's been so long. Oh, George, you have the thing. So now what you can do, you can do that, and they should breed up, hopefully. Hopefully I didn't get it wrong. Yes, there we go. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? Oh, they dropped the sniffer egg. Huh. I don't know how I got confused with that. I thought they would just summon a baby. But no, it just says sniffer egg, so I guess I'll just set you in there. And since Sapphire isn't online right now, I'm not gonna give it yet, so I'm gonna keep an eye on whenever she logs in. It's very early in the morning right now when I'm recording this, so I think what I'm gonna do is just wait till then. Well, by the looks of it, it seems like Sapphire is not going to be on for a little bit. She's slightly busy. I did ask her if she'll hop on, but yeah, that's why I said she's busy. So for now, I think I'm just going to bring George out over to her area. So hopefully, there we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring George over. As I walk up here, I do not know where I would put George. Oh, that's very bush there. But thing is that maybe if I threw it like, oh, another fart sign. Huh, interesting. Well, I mean, since this is kind of close to the base of the tree, I think it probably is best to just throw him right here. And I don't think he'll move just because he's attached to a lead. So yeah. So all I need to do is make the sign, and yeah. So now I have a sign here. So this is all for Saf. Maybe I should do both sides potentially. I don't know. Maybe I could do a good copy and paste of it. But yeah. I remember last season she really loved George, and to be honest, George is the only exemption for sniffers I like. Even though now you might, no, I can't really see it, but last season there was an exemption for George, and this season it is. Maybe I'm starting to grow. They're starting to grow on me, but I mean, to be honest, I mean, the 6 legs kind of. I don't like that. That's the only thing I don't like. So, actually, on my side, this is my own resource pack. They have 4 because yeah, I don't like 6-legged creatures, or at least a creature like that with that profile with 6 legs. It makes sense with 4. So yeah, I mean. So I guess that's about as much as I had planned for this episode. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys didn't, hit the dislike. If you guys did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video of Fractured SMP.